So I was looking at this bottle of frozen bubble bath, and the ingredient list on it, I think these must be some of the longest ingredients I've ever seen. They're a bit hard to pronounce. I mean, I can say sodium chloride, but what about cocamidopropylbetaine? And as I sounded some of these out to myself, a technique that I was taught a long time ago came to mind from a Spanish teacher that I had, who recommended the backwards build-up technique for pronouncing long words, or even memorizing lists of information, or learning the numbers 1 through 10. You can use the backwards build-up technique in that context. So let's learn the technique in the context of trying to pronounce some of these baffling ingredients, shall we? Yeah, this one right here looks pretty challenging. Methylisothiazolinone. I'm going to take you through a technique that can break down a word like this and make it easy to pronounce. And you'll be saying methylisothiazolinone in no time. So let's start at the end. Most of the time we start at the beginning, but that's not what back-chaining is about. Back-chaining is starting with the end. And it's going to work because you're going to add onto the end each time, and you're going to find that instead of trying to memorize it forward, where you're always doing the hard new stuff at the end and reinforcing the beginning, when you do stuff backwards, you'll see that it works a lot better. So this is Latin based, so this isn't the word none, this is known. So let's start with known. And then let's add the next syllable, zoli, zolinone. And we're going to progress like this, adding one syllable, or two, thia, and then what we just said, zolinone, thiazolinone, thiazolinone. What's our next syllable? Iso. We had just said thiazolinone. Now we're going to say isothiazolinone. Next and last is methyl. We had just said isothiazolinone, and now we'll say methylisothiazolinone. And that's the backwards build-up technique. If you want to test your own application of the backwards build-up technique, let's try from scratch on this word. I'm not going to pronounce it, I'm just going to show you the syllables you should be working on. How did you do? Are you now pronouncing it methylchloroisothiazolinone? Then congratulations, you have mastered the back-chaining technique.